stop scrolling for a second and answer this honestly. What would you do if tomorrow morning you woke up and everything in your life was gone? No job, no money, no one checking on you, just silence. Because that's exactly where Ethan Parker found himself at 29 years old, facing a deep life crisis, a moment that often begins a powerful life transformation and personal growth journey. One morning he had a job. By evening, he didn't. Just like that. At first he thought it was temporary. He told himself he'd find something else in a few days, but life didn't slow down to help him. A week later his mom called. She said she had to move to Phoenix, Arizona. Rent was too high. Life was getting hard. His dad had already disappeared years ago. His two older brothers slowly stopped calling. Not because they didn't care, but because everyone was busy surviving their own problems. Suddenly, he had no one checking on him at all. So he ended up in a tiny room in Cleveland, Ohio. A quiet moment in a difficult career loss recovery journey. A room so cheap, it almost felt forgotten by the world. One bed, one light, one door. Every night he locked that door. Not because he was afraid someone might break in, but because he was afraid someone might see how he was living. No job. No savings. No plan. This was the beginning of a dangerous negative mindset and a deep feeling of losing direction in life. He stopped leaving the room. Sometimes he would sit on the edge of the bed for hours, staring at the wall, wondering how life collapsed so quickly. This silent moment reflected a powerful mental struggle many people face during personal setbacks and difficult life lessons. Then, one night, the room felt like a cage, so he stepped outside. No destination, no plan, just walking through downtown Cleveland while the city slowly shut down for the night. Street lights flickered on, shops closed their doors, the streets grew quiet. Then Ethan passed a small shop window. Something caught his eye, a small piece of paper taped to the glass. Simple, wrinkled, almost like someone stuck it there without thinking. Ethan stopped and read the words. 90 days. That's all you need. 90 days to decide who you are going to become. A simple message that hinted at the power behind small habits that lead to success and the quiet strength of a growth mindset. Something happened inside him.
What if? What if 90 days really could change something?
This moment sparked the beginning of self-belief, focus, and consistency, and true personal growth. That night, Ethan sat on the bed, staring at the wall in front of him. Then he grabbed a piece of paper, picked up a pen, and wrote one number, 90. He taped it to the wall across from his bed. So the first thing he would see every morning was that number, the beginning of his 90-day self-improvement challenge. The kind of quiet transformation often shared in powerful motivational tales and wisdom stories. The next morning was day one. Nothing dramatic happened. Ethan woke up, looked at the number, and got out of bed. That was it. But for a man who had spent weeks doing nothing, that small step felt huge. The first step toward building success habits and a stronger success mindset. His mind still whispered the words,
What's the point? I don't know yet, but I'm going to find out.
Over the next few days, he started walking around the city again, just watching. Watching people open shops, watching workers unload trucks. A quiet stage of learning and self-discovery. The kind of awareness that slowly builds a powerful daily routine and discipline. He observed everything like someone studying a map. Then, on day 8, he noticed a board outside a small hardware store. Old papers pinned everywhere. Job offers. One small note caught his eye. Community center volunteers needed. No experience required. Just show up. 3 simple words. Just show up. A powerful reminder about discipline and taking action in life. So, on day 10, Ethan walked into a small community center in Lakewood, Ohio. The man running the place was David Harris. David wasn't loud. He was calm, quiet, and observant. a natural mentor figure often found in inspiring tales for life. When Ethan walked in, David didn't ask any questions. He simply pointed
Over
to
there.
a workbench and said,
We're building furniture today. Come join us.
so Ethan joined. The first thing he built was a complete disaster. He cut the wood wrong, measured wrong. Moments of learning through failure, the real training ground for success habits. David watched quietly. When Ethan finished, David didn't laugh, didn't criticize him. He simply walked over, then stepped back, showed him the right way to do it.
Cut. Try again.
A quiet lesson in resilience and persistence. The next day, Ethan came back, failed again. But on day 12, something small worked. A simple wooden shelf came together exactly the way it should. David looked at it, gave a small nod. That nod meant a lot to Ethan, because it felt earned. Soon, Ethan started showing up every day. He was slowly rebuilding confidence through focus and consistency. One afternoon, David introduced him to a woman named Lisa Martinez. Lisa ran a small food stand near Cleveland's West Side Market. She needed help setting up every morning before sunrise. At 4:30 the next morning, Ethan was there, carrying boxes, setting up tables, working while the sky was still dark. It was exhausting, but it was also the beginning of earning again and rebuilding self-worth. Proof that sometimes God has a better plan for you, even when life feels broken. At the end of the week, Lisa handed him a small envelope with cash. Ethan held it in his hand and felt something shift inside his chest. Weeks passed. Mornings with Lisa. Afternoons at the community center with David. Ethan was tired. His hands were rough, but his life had rhythm again. A slow journey of discipline, personal growth, and life rebuilding. And every night, he crossed off another number from the wall. Then, one afternoon, a woman named Rachel Collins walked into the community center and talked to David.
I have a small handmade shop in Ohio.
But she was drowning in work. Too many orders, not enough help. A common struggle in small business entrepreneurship and sales mastery. David told her about Ethan. She watched him quietly while he worked, then walked over and said,
I need someone like you. If you want, you can start from today.
Ethan simply said,
Yes.
a moment of confidence and opportunity. Working with Rachel wasn't easy. She moved fast. No excuses. Real lessons in work ethic and professional growth. Some days, Ethan felt overwhelmed. Some days, he thought about quitting. But one afternoon, Rachel told him something he never forgot.
People don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they stop too early.
A powerful lesson about perseverance and long-term success. The kind of message often shared in impactful motivational video stories. So Ethan didn't stop. Day by day, he learned the business, how to build products, how to manage orders, how to talk to customers. Rachel slowly started trusting him more. Then, around day 60, disaster hit. A giant retail store opened nearby. Same products, half the price. A harsh reality of business competition. Within 2 weeks, Rachel lost half her customers. Things looked bad, but Ethan had an idea himself.
The big store can beat us on price, but they can't beat us on our story.
The next morning, Ethan started knocking on doors around the neighborhood, talking to strangers, telling them about Rachel's shop, about handmade products, about the people behind the business. A bold move in community marketing and entrepreneurship. Some people ignored him, but a few listened. Word slowly spread. Neighbors came back. Little by little, the shop filled with customers again. The power of community support. By day 80, the business was stronger than before. Then day 90 arrived. That evening, Rachel asked Ethan to sit down. The shop was quiet. She looked at him for a moment, then smiled.
You're not just working here anymore. From now on, you're my partner, 50-50.
Ethan sat there, frozen.
And hey, if this story made you pause and think for a moment, give the video a little like, share it with someone who might need a fresh start, and tell me in the comments what you would do with your own 90 days, and subscribe.
90 days ago, he was hiding in a tiny room, convinced his life was over. Now he was sitting in a small business, with a future he never imagined. He nodded slowly, tears building in his eyes. Today, Ethan still walks the same streets of Cleveland, but he's not the same man anymore, because he learned something powerful. The real secret to success is not talent. It's not luck. It's not timing. Life doesn't change overnight. It changes quietly. And sometimes, all it takes is 90 days of discipline.